can I talk to you real quick? I know you're like, this nigga's always laughing. Because I'm thinking. And when I think, it feels a little bit better to control your brother. Laughing is a good, like, breath control, you know? I was thinking about image, capabilities, and outcome. You know, you look on social media, and do you know that there's, it's bad enough you got to look at the news and all the Sambo and bullshit that's in the movies and everything that's on the TV show that makes black people a negative energy. But then you get on social media and you know who the main proprietors of making black people look bad? Black people. We'll take somebody's pain and we will continue to share that shit, and not knowing that every time you read that shit, it makes you feel worse. Yes, it does. Hey, look, some stuff you ain't made to know. Tell me how good the information is knowing that some mother molested her son. Okay, you know, a mother molested her son. But what does that do for you as a whole? Does that make you more outgoing? Does it fine-tune your motherfucking outcomes? What does it do? It makes you worse. It puts you deeper and deeper in that rabbit hole. And you scared to come out. Every time you see some knockout game bullshit. Now, I don't know about you, but I go downtown. I work downtown. I work here. I work there. I go to malls. I go to places where people eat, where there's a mixed paradigm going on. I don't see none of this bullshit they be showing on social media. And the truth be known, some of the mediocre and low-income neighborhoods are better than high-income neighborhoods, because high-income neighborhoods, you got husbands killing their wives, wives that ran over their husbands. You got $500,000 lawsuit and property. Fucking kids are fucking gay as fuck. They get to do whatever they want to do because mama and daddy both trying to make more money than each other because they in competition with each other all the fucking time. When criminals think about whose house I'm gonna break into, let me see, am I gonna break into 300 square feet or 3,500 square feet? Think about it, you know what I mean? The choices we make, man, are silly. Our biggest problem is we downgrade ourselves. Some of us, intellectually, we can handle it. We know, oh, you know, niggas gonna be niggas, bitches gonna be bitches. We know it. We know that out of 100 people, 10 people are automatically doomed. Another 10 are automatically handicapped. And another 10 won't make it. So that means you're only gonna have 70% or 70 people actually do something functional. And their levels of functionality are gonna gauge from low, medium, and high. So out of that whole goddamn group, you may have 15, 20 people be something that's a fluid that kids will look up to and say, oh, that's worth something. I hope I ain't throw you off. I'm just trying to think, man. You ever notice that? Oh, here's a prime example of how we're constantly food and pickle. You know what pickled mean? Like you just soaking in that shit, getting sour. Pickled by the media. Here's a prime example. Everybody had to ask about the Trayvon Martin thing. Even I had to ask about the Trayvon Martin thing. But you gotta understand there was 3 things going against Trayvon Martin. 1 was the idiotic girl. 2 was the lie and testimony of George Zimmerman and the fucking police. And you said, well, why would they lie on the Mexicans? Because George Zimmerman was not a Mexican. George Zimmerman's father was a judge. George Zimmerman, if you look at the name Zimmerman, was a Jew. If George Zimmerman was a Mexican, he'd be in jail. If he was Puerto Rican, Latino, Hispanic, he'd be in jail. I don't give a fuck how broke his nose could have been and his ass could have been fucked up. Keep in mind, this motherfucker assaulted police officers physically and didn't get shot, nor was he arrested. May have been arraigned, but never did no time for fighting cops. That goes to show you how powerful his father was. So why would you think he's gonna go to jail over shooting some black child? So that right there, rest easy, breathe out. Father judge, police influenced by the retired father, last name Jewish, being Zimmerman. You ever wonder why Jews keep a low profile? Let's give you a prime example. All right, there's a boxing match between Mayweather and Sugar Shane Mosley, right? So they on TV, bitch, I'm gonna beat your ass. And he's like, bitch, I'm gonna fuck around and hit you with my, then I'm gonna stop you, and then I'm gonna hit you with my, right? So Sugar Shane Moses is here, and what the fuck is that dude name to do this shit? What the fuck is his name? 50 Cent homeboy. We ain't 50 Cent homeboy. But the dude that do all this goddamn shit. Yeah, that motherfucker. Anyway, they talk shit about how they gonna fight. Now keep in mind, who's making all the money from this shit? Of course the two fighters are. But those are two black fighters. Two African-American men sitting in the ring, getting ready to punch each other in the face for about 15 rounds. Right? So, what do you think pay-per-view's making? What do you think the promoters are making? What do you think the cable company's making? What do you think the camera crew and production crew is making? What do you think the guys on ringside, Larry and I seen the fight, and boy, was it a rumble. What do you think these motherfuckers making? You never check that. You never check their purse. These motherfuckers making a lot of money. That little bullshit that the two motherfuckers making is small compared to what everybody else is making. But what's your point? My point is this. Inside that ring is a motherfucker called a referee. Referee. He's got the best seat in the house. He controls the outcome of the fight. So his influences can come from the outside, or it can come from what he visually sees on the inside. But the point that I'm making, he's safe. He's not gonna go home sore, no black eye, no busted lip. He ain't gonna do that much cardio. He's gonna be in there for the same amount of time there is, but he's not gonna get the training heart rate them motherfuckers gonna get. But what I'm trying to tell you is that they're just like us, black people and white people. There's always a feud between us. You ever notice that? That's how them motherfuckers had us in slavery. This is true. But when you look at the intelligence that they have right now, do you actually think that is capable right now? This is what, and then I don't want to lose the topic, you know what I'm saying? But this is how dumb the race war is. Do you actually think that if a war starts, where are your children gonna go to school? What's gonna happen to their education, first of all? If a war starts, where are you gonna get food? Another thing is, white people are spread out all over the fucking planet. So unless you get some military police assistance, you're by yourself. Blacks live in a communion called the projects. And what you don't understand about blacks, and nobody will understand about blacks, as far as capabilities. A lot of people can hate each other until they have one common enemy. And that's what's going on. One common enemy. The projects are made out of brick and concrete. Your fucking house is made out of vinyl and drywall. Police can only cover but so much of the United States of America, much less the states, much less the cities. Some city police won't even be able to make it out to help the county police. Do you see how the numbers are quickly changing? You understand? The media will show you that there are more blacks dying than whites, but that's not what's going to be actually happening. Now, I'm not sending this promotion out there because I want blacks to get in the race war. Oh, no, no, no. I want us to get our shit together, communicate with each other, build a nation and a culture, and have some financial, fiscal responsibility. That's it. I'm not looking to go to war with no white people. And a lot of white people ain't looking to go to war with black people. But I just thought I'd explain some common sense shit to you. But what you fail to realize is that there's a referee between whites and blacks. Yeah, man, there's a referee between whites and blacks. You're like, what? There's a referee for the war of racism, prejudice, hatred, and religion with blacks and whites? Yes, there is. Yes, they are. There's a ref. But this ref goes unnoticed. Refs never on TV. According to American history, for the 211 years that we've been in the United States of America, you've never publicly seen any of these people in the criminal eye for nothing. They may have showed up to court, but you had no idea what the fuck they were. Now, what I'm simply trying to hint to you without saying too much, if they're not black, they're not white, they're not Asian, Pacific, any Asia Pacific, whatever. They're not Latino, Hispanic, but they look like whites, act and talk like Italians, but they can cover up their bald spot real easy. No? Okay. No, y'all not gonna get that out of me, brother. If you can't figure it out, who the referees of racism are, religion are, finance, they run Hollywood. They run Hollywood. No, still ain't. You have never been curious, or you are not allowed or capable to go inside any of their religious areas or churches. They're not called churches, they call something else off with an S or a C, but it's not the word church. You're not allowed to, I mean, they pretty much have diplomatic immunity. Most of your comedians or actors, comedic actors in Hollywood are these people. And you're like, oh, they're such great people. But you have no idea under the surface what's going on. What they've been doing for hundreds and hundreds of years. You have no idea. But steadily, you're being played against a person that has the same financial, physical, racial tolerance, emotional, and religious struggle you have. Same exact issue. White people got the same issue black people got. Not enough money, not enough jobs. Stop fucking my women. That's it. We had the same fucking problem. You ever notice that the only thing that they promote on Hollywood is black women with white men, and in porn, black men with white women. Now, knowing that you see a lot of white women dating and marrying black men, do you think they're watching a lot of Hollywood films or they watching a lot of porn? And because you see so many sisters want the approval, I just need the white man's approval. Wanting the white man's approval, they watch a lot of movies, they watch a lot of TV shows. Because the TV show, the best way to hide yourself amongst a group of people, let's say there's a tribe of 20 people, right? There's another tribe of 20 people. This tribe is black, this tribe is white. Now, my tribe only has 5 people, but my tribe are not fierce warriors like these other 2 tribes of 20 people. My tribe is a group of intellectuals that honestly, totally trust each other with their lives, and we're willing to negotiate harm and adversary between the 2 tribes to keep our ass safe and to keep our numbers up so we can produce more. So what you don't understand is these people went through hell. They lost about 69,000 of their people within a 4-year period to a gas chamber by the name of a guy named Adolf Hitler. I'm pretty sure they're not gonna never let that bullshit happen again. They're not. That's why a lot of them, when they get to where they need to get to, they change their last name from whatever it is to something new. Hey, but if you want to continue to let the 5 people in the middle negotiate peace amongst you, your tribe, and their tribe, you're going to find out that there's going to be more shit popping. More kids getting shot, more laws getting broken. President Obama looking even worse, because keep in mind, he's half of what these people are. Now you understand how he got in office. He's half, because his mother was whole. I didn't say whole, I said whole. All right? So, and of course, they believe that if you're not them, your life does not matter. Nothing about you matters. An animal matters more than you. That's why they have something called kosher meals. They take more care of their food than they will take care of you as a human being. You might see this, man. You might not. I'm just gonna put a question mark on this motherfucker, pretty much. You go with it what you think. But yeah, I'm not dropping like that, man. I'm pretty sure I hit it close enough. I probably hit it too close, but I ain't dropping like that. Y'all gotta understand something, man. There's a group around here with a lot of money. A lot of motherfucking money. You know, they lie in the city of Los Angeles. Angels that can't find their way. The chosen people. Just the city of Los Angeles. You know? Team called the Lakers, but not one lake is near that motherfucker. They live near the shore. constantly threatened with motherfucking earthquakes, and their wood line or their forest has been on fire ever since that bitch was called Khalifa. But I'm just simply saying, man, you have no idea that there's a middle group that is controlling the outcome of the two warring factions. And the easiest thing to do is to cause the two warring factions to wipe each other out. You get all the money, you get all the land, you get all the women, regardless how small your dicks are. You get everything. And that is a perfect thing. Because now the price of pussy goes down. You understand what I'm saying? And 9 times out of 10, they're not even attracted to grown-ass men and women like talking about. They want kids. But I'm just shooting the shit with you, man, talking right in my mouth, just to let you know. But keep in mind, that third party can always fuck up two things between a primary and a secondary adversary. Third party's a motherfucker. He said this, she said that. Look at your news media. Look who it's ran by. Everything that comes onto your television, everything that goes into your PlayStation, everything that goes into your Xbox is made by these people. Yeah, and it's called propaganda. And the perception of what they give you is, if you suck it or eat it or consume it long enough, it's going to become reality. No matter how strong and willed you think you are, it's going to become reality. You have no choice but to accept it as reality. Man, I don't know what else to tell you. We have been trapped in a game, and a lot of y'all are not willing to admit it's a game. A lot of us know it's a game, but trying to convince y'all, like between church, retail, watching television, you just don't fucking get it. You ain't gonna get it. You looking at me right now, calling me all sorts of names, stupid motherfucker, asshole, this nigga is stupid, but you watching the channel. You watching the channel. There's some curiosity drawing you to me. Maybe it's God, I don't know. But I'm simply telling you this. If you can get out of that church and leave that Jesus alone and start buying the normacy price of clothing, materials, and food, okay? Buy a weapon for your home. Get both energies, male and female, around your children, energies in your house. And I mean real male and female. No lesbians, no gays, no dykes. Men and women who are looking to a better future. Once you get that energy in your house and you start to eat as a family, talk as a family, communicate as a family, play as a family, teach as a family, you're going to see your life change drastically. I want to share one more thing with you guys before I go. Is it possible for you to save 75 cents a day? Can you just take 3 quarters and drop it in a piggy bank every day? Every day for 5 years. Could you do that? You good? Man, you'd be amazed how much money you can save with just 75 cents a day. And you can't touch it. You must not touch it. But you have to invest it in something. Whether you invest it in a store that sells goods. There's got to be something that you're creative at, that people want, that you can sell for good. But stop letting third parties fuck you and your adversary up. Keep your shit going. Television, media, radio, news. Radio hosts ain't nothing but normal motherfuckers that fuck and eat, shit, and sleep. There's nothing special about it. You think, oh, because of the way they speak, they're trained to speak that way. They went to a school, communication and broadcast. And because black people don't take college so seriously, you don't realize that there's a whole lot of educated people out here where you will never hear on the radio. I'm going to tell you this. Most television and radio personalities have an addiction with drugs, alcohol, and sex. They are bad with money. They're not good with investing. They have a criminal fucking record. I'm talking about 80% of the motherfuckers you tune your radio into. That's why they would pick. See, you ain't gonna pick nobody who's free in the mind, free in the body, free in the spirit. You're gonna pick a motherfucker that you can hold something over their head. That's what you're gonna do, man. You can pick somebody you can hold something over their head. And all I'm simply telling you, man, you need to watch for that third party energy. You and your homeboy probably ain't even got no beef. That nigga in the middle kept that beef going. Black and white people probably ain't got no beef. There's a fucking group in the middle that's keeping this beef going. Trust me on this. Trust me on this. Don't fall short to thinking, oh, I just want white people gone, I want black people gone. Think about what would happen if we got together and made a real America. Think about what happened. We got together and made a real America.
That's all I'm gonna say. Peace.
First thing I'm going to say, that if you're not ready to attack Hollywood, New York, and Los Angeles, California, that's where your real enemy lies at. Those are your real enemies, no matter what you think. Those are where your real enemies are at. Your real enemies are not riding a bus and driving along with you. They may hate you, but these people ain't trying to kill you. There's more FEMA camps than there are military posts. You know that? More than there are farms. Who do you think they're trying to put in there? They're gonna stick all the minorities in there. Once they finish with the blacks, then the Mexicans are next, depending on how well they work. Then the Hispanics, then the rest of the minorities, and then finally, the whites. It's like, wait, who's putting everybody in the camps? Exactly. The whites are gonna be the ones dead last. The same things that happened to them in Nazi Germany, they're going to make sure the rest of the world gets. This plan has been going on for the past 160, 140 years. And they're going to carry this plan out. I'm going to tell you something. If you start to really look at it, I hate to say it, but Hitler knew what he was doing. Bad shit to say, but I'm just simply telling you. And before I even get started, if Oprah was so great, and so down for African Americans and just so awesome, how come she ain't opened up a bank yet? She's got billions of dollars, right? These dollars belong to her. So, oh, you just picking on sister. No. I'm asking facts. If you was a billionaire, would you open up all black bank, all coasts within the United States? Would you or would you not open up all black bank? Would you play as a cheating ass wife in The Butler? Would you be Miss Celia in purple, in the color purple? You know what I'm saying? Would you play these stupid ass Mammy roles if you was really a billionaire? Just think about that. What would you do if you had $1 billion and you were a worldwide celebrity? You can give away cars all the fucking time. Why not open up a bank or at least a credit card company? Circulate your dollars even more. And maybe that remains to be seen, but I ain't found nothing yet with her LLC corporation on it. I haven't found a credit card called O. Got a bunch of fucking magazines called O. I ain't found no credit cards called O, no bank called O. A bunch of bullshit. Name how many times Oprah has supported African American women publicly. Yeah, her own sisters. She hates black men so much that she hates the ones that birthed black men as well. She forgets that she's black. Oprah is a billionaire mammy. You might as well face facts. Everything in Hollywood ain't for shit for us. Everything in the political realm ain't shit for us. Regardless how you look at it. There's a bigger plan coming and you better be ready for the storm. That's all I'm telling you. Arm yourselves.